organize and make we flex wise. Tell the youth them free we afraid from wrong and heal Selassie I. Analyze and organize and spiritually mobilize. We need salvation, no need no mansion in the sky. The morning stew. Lisa Love, the Groove Master, and Mr.Frisco. Big up. 96.5, make me fly. Always make the people organize and centralize and strategically mobilize. Element of surprise. After we don't know small fries. Watch the rise. Watch Rastafari. Take over. Make Babylon turn over.
Thursday. Stockton Hill Thursday. There it is. Controlled decline. Alright. Compared to one of the hard and fast.
Compared to chaos decline?
Yeah, give me a chaos decline, Christy. But it tumbled down one. It tumbled down Thursday. There, yeah, it's not controlled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, loud.
Hey.
Anyway, all aboard. I hear Lisa Love. That's her. That's her
I
groove.
thought you could have seen me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Frisco and Lisa Love. That was why
Good morning, everybody.
that downhill thing was why Tony got disqualified for cross country this year.
Oh, he already got disqualified?
Because of that, he tumbled down and disqualified.
Good morning, everybody. How are you? A beautiful, breezy Thursday morning.
Oh, yes.
So where to try, so what do you mean by that?
Last night I was like, okay, I should go make a kite.
Right?
I said, okay, here we go. First,
I always say this is
first
kite
breeze, first, first
This
March
is kite
breeze.
Weather. Kite weather.
Huh?
Kite weather.
Yeah, first we'll, we get out, what we talk about when we talk about March breeze.
Of course.
And
This is what we talk about.
we're getting 10 to 20 and, yeah. 10 to 20 on clear skies. That's welcome to seasonal weather. Love it.
Of course. Me too. Can't wait for the cold front.
Right on track. It's just February 19. Yeah, usually mid-February we start get this kind of jet stream.
Course.
Yeah. Very
You
good.
put your clothes out, they dry, man. Yeah?
Everybody good. Everybody
How are
good.
you?
I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful.
You're
I feel
beautiful.
sad. I feel very, very sad because I'm telling my said,
This
I
could
get enough of
be.
this. I ain't get enough of this.
This could be his last year.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is that when, and not only for him, when you promise people all kind of thing and people come and say, well, probably think when you promise me, sometimes it could become a little bit tiresome. Sometimes you achieve your goals and you say, well, I don't need to do this anymore. And sometimes I just want to go back to being a regular people.
Regular people, huh?
A regular people, you never know. You never know.
Well, the Prime Minister said me I be last term, but you know, something like you ready. So,
You're right.
Yeah. The PM?
Yeah, remember that's what he said.
Come on, PM going for history. PM going for history. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Well, I only said that because that's what he said.
Right. Came out
That's
of his mouth.
like what my lady say. So can't really. Good song bites, but I think the whole no weight. We have to see.
Yeah, we gotta wait and see.
Frisco.
Boy, what is that?
What are you trying to wake up?
Did the lamb chop itself?
Yo, bro.
Is that the good old $17 a pound lamb chops?
Yo, I'll tell you something. We got 70 pound of lamb. Didn't match spent that. Yo, this one rough.
Where's
This
the
one rough.
Where's the
What's the average pound? I know the chops expensive for whatever reason.
I didn't know that. How much are they? About $7 a pound or something like that.
$70 a pound?
No, sheep, not that. 13 a pound. 13 a pound. All right, whatever. But yeah, then we got 70 pound pork. We got 30 pound of beef. We got 20 chicken. We got fish bowl. So I know you talk no Ross. What is it? Jack.
It was a jackfish.
Yes,
not a ras.
From a jack to a king.
It's a jack, not a ras.
Yes,
No,
yes,
it's not a
not
ras. It's a jack.
But yo, I tell her
that has to be one of my good missions before.
To find a ras?
Yeah, I gotta find a ras fish.
Really?
I gotta eat that. I gotta find that. I ain't know if fishermen catch that if they know anything.
You're gonna eat
I
it?
know. I always know that first coming like lone ras.
No, I don't like loan that. I ain't even tried yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I got one. This is why I say sometimes people get too smart and we take things that's supposed to be good things and we pervert it. Somebody had the unmitigated gall to say that if your picnic work 1 hour a day and you say, you know what, say I leave $5 there, that's a child labor. If your picnic work over 21 hours a week, that's a child labor. Make a tell you something or something like they said at San Hill.
Who said that? I saw somebody
Set it straight.
complaining. Who said that?
That's somebody we're not supposed to be said that. We need to repent. You know this Lenten season.
No, for two men. Who said it, man? I check. I see people be there.
You can't remember.
Don't you know what Irene shop? That's all I know about Irene shop. Yes. Yes. But what happened? That ridiculous. Dana tell me when she me young, before they go to school, then go pick cashew seed, hooks coconut, backwater, chop firewood, beat rice though. But the amount of thing what they used to do before they got to school. Right now, I had to try to teach Hannah one thing. Feed the dog then at night. That's not my job no more. The dog they are dead. Me not to feed them. That the hardest thing because picnic nowadays don't know about chores.
They don't know
very few people know about chores, responsibility, where you have to not say earn your keep, but you're trying to teach them that in order, if you want something, you need to do something to get something.
You also teach them life skills?
Exactly. So now this lady person will come out and confuse everybody now and say, oh.
Not confuse me.
Yes, because I know when I tell Hannah go wash up here and say child labor.
Well, do what you want and say what you want, but you're gonna do it.
Yes, and then you get corporal punishment.
Well,
anybody know where anybody know the official
kill us.
Anybody know the official source of that statement? Because I haven't seen it, so
it was on the news. It was on a
but who was the person? Who was the individual?
Well, let me see if we can find it. Yeah, sure.
What?
Right, look for again.
My
I
man
mean,
doesn't do it.
I mean, there's it's like one of those things where it's there's work up to a point, and then there's work, and how they classify it.
That by the time
Again,
the the Lee boy turned 10, 12, he could take down the transmission himself.
Yeah, but
And
still, you know, we want to have the Michael Jackson syndrome.
Well,
Where
Michael
the kid,
Jackson
the
said-
kid never have a childhood because all day they did beside the body.
All day.
No,
Come on.
That's what I'm
That is a
saying. Listen
part of
though,
the
that's
childhood.
why I'm
That is
saying
a part of
it's
the
hard
childhood.
to differentiate between you and you, but you have to put these things in place because there are cases where it is done to extreme limits. And how do you separate?
call those
How do you
sweatshops.
separate your little, you know, like back in the day when you say, "Boy, yeah, at least I'm a job," or you have some little chores, or say, "Well, you know, learn a bit of responsibility." And how do we differentiate that? And what's the angle of what the person was saying? Because I didn't hear it. I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about. All of it come up like that. But we do see
Yes.
cases, and we know cases where children half of the in the trenches for real.
Yes, there is, and again, you don't use one big paint brush. You use one.
Well, that's what I say.
small
How do you
bristle
separate
brush,
these things?
and
If
you
you
deal
say
with-
child labor, how do you
you
differentiate it?
investigate. You
That's what I'm saying. That's why I
investigate.
want to hear what the lady me say, or whoever said it, because I never.
Yeah, you investigate because bro, we want parents to be involved with a picnic and to teach them and to keep them wrong and have them both.
Anybody
Now
got
we
a
one-
story? Make
now we got
send me
one
the link.
story where we got a story now where they say, oh, if we do things like that, we might be messing up with their rights or endangering. Yo, get act together. A lot of these rules make sense, but then people pervert it and they carry it to the extreme, and they make parents the one that know. If I tell me picnic go wash up, if I send them to the store, if I tell them go cut the yard, if I tell them go rake the yard, is that child
Well,
labor?
that's what I said. So, I mean, yeah, at what point will that really and truly be the case? Will somebody come and tell
And
you you can't tell
nobody
a
to tell me
picnic?
that.
Will somebody come and tell you can't tell a picnic rake the yard? I mean, you know, that's the extreme.
Yeah, you know I could. You know I tell them. I get at the two.
Well, I
things that's a loop.
know. I want to know who want to do that.
Yeah, because bro.
I don't think that is
again,
spirit of the thing, whatever it was, because we hear these cases where, you know, and especially in certain communities where you see
Because-
every case.
The
That we know.
Mennonite community, they live one old-fashioned lifestyle as much as they can, and that old-fashioned lifestyle. Okay, put it like this: they're not allowed to have social media. So where the hell else the kid there do? If they're not allowed to have social media and things like that,
Boy,
then
one of
they
the
go to
biggest
school, they go to
telephone
church.
stores that I'm Spanish lookout.
Yeah, how much of they got phone?
One of the biggest
Yeah.
electronic store that I'm
Right.
Spanish lookout.
You can find all kind of mechanical things and industrial things that Spanish look out, but they not use it. The same people who got them thing, they hire up drivers who drive them about the place because they're not allowed to do that. And if they're not, I guarantee you, Frisco, this not got nothing to do with them people. This not got
This is because they believe that
every day, yeah.
abuse to go on there. I think that the spirit of these laws. Not for police every single case or scenario that's happening, because that.
You are one that still has confidence.
I mean, come on, that's what it is. Nobody the corner your door because you the disciplined child, but
Really?
eventually, because that people have to report it. People are report and say the child come to school with a lot of bruises, pana. The teacher report it because the
that's
obligation for
remember.
their duty for report it.
I remember when I'm young, before I left foreign, I remember a white lady call a kid and tell her I want to beat you, and the kid said, you can't put your hand on me and call the police.
You know that
That was
one.
that was like 30 years ago. That's because what we tried to know is what they did 30 years ago.
But there is
And
abuse
it
though.
would not be a stretch for have a pile of picnic, they call up the police. I'd be abused. My mama just beat me and then just did a parently thing or whatever.
Well.
And just remember the other day,
I don't
one
think,
girl
I
gave
don't think
her arrested
you
to
would
take
just
away phone.
parently beat a child every day.
Exactly. Yeah.
Again, people could abuse the system. People could challenge the system.
They challenge the system. Yep.
But that no means you can't have one system. Carmelo.
Good morning.
Yeah, what's up?
Good morning.
This one settled it.
Yeah, what up?
This one settled it right there.
Lovely Lisa, good morning.
Hi, good
Groove
morning.
Master, good morning. I like to discussion
Morning, sir.
this
How are
morning.
you?
I want to talk about Mennonites. 2 days ago, Mennonite farmers was at my gate selling corn. It seems as though they had a bumper corn crop and they can't really move fast enough. I was surprised. Four or five of them walking the streets on George Street
Sure.
selling corn. $5 for a pack of 3.
Okay.
Need to wrap
A chance.
in the foam tray and plastic.
$25 to
Serious.
100.
I was shocked.
Who made the
Where
sell?
they go to the Ministry of Agriculture? Why do farmers have to be in the streets to try sell them product? What is going on in this country?
Because the middleman they jack up the price.
The middleman, well, have the usual problems. I stood, I was shocked at my gate selling
Because we
the
need a
corn.
real farmers
$5
market. That's the one we
for the
need. Belize
tray.
City need one true farmers market. I think
A lot of the people on Saturdays, a lot of people is out there selling meat, selling tamales, selling other things. People come, plantains, everything. The farmers, people come and try to sell, and sometimes you get better deals from them than the stalls.
You could get you could
Sometimes.
find more food to
I'll
eat
leave
than
you guys
vegetables
with
to
that.
buy at
Good
a better
morning,
price.
please.
yeah.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, you could get a better deal on tacos and tamales than you can on vegetables at the market out
Of
there.
course.
But what the farmers they need to do, they need to get together and say, boy, watch every Saturday or every other Saturday we are meet up here, all the way. Bring
Yeah.
them in.
Link with the Belize City Council. Pick
Yeah,
one
just so we are
location.
meet up.
Pick one location and come in a real true farmers market.
Exactly.
That's right. Sell the
Cause,
farm and the market.
cause I trust me I reach.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Of
They will.
course.
Somebody have
Well,
to
let's go
explain to
back
me.
to this.
Lisa, can you explain? Because I don't know market aficionado.
Oh, Lord.
As old mischief, we know the stalls. We would probably go to the stalls, but they're not conglomerates. All of them are family.
Yeah.
Who are the real? Where do you go to like?
Have to buy from the regular people there, but what happened? For some kind of way, we got to show that, if government can't stop the high prices, we have to figure out a way to do it. So if we could get to the farmers before the farmers get to them, we would be good. If the farmers would take the initiative and say, you know what, the people then they cry for help, make we come in like superheroes and do a farmers market. That's not hard for them. That's not hard if you know you need a permit. They can tell you how to do it. All I want to drive to one spot and all I want to truck broke down the same time right there on the side of the road. And just like, that's it. We gotta do.
Yeah, that's gonna work for them. Huh?
Hold on, hold on. I have to answer you first, then I have to put you on. All right, go through. What's up, man?
Morning.
Yeah.
Since I talk about
Morning.
market, I just want to rub in something. About 2 weeks ago, I got in the market, right? So I got in the stall where I usually go, and then the young lady asked me, say, if I start to sell chicken, you don't buy chicken for me? I tell her, depends. They say, which chicken people usually like? I say, well, I like a certain chicken because it cleaner, right? And then she said, because I want to start to sell chicken and I want to sell less vegetables. He said, because right now, he said, things bad. He said, too much competition. So I told her, I said, that could be the problem. I said, there is no competition. That's the problem. I said, everybody they sell everything at a high cost. I said, maybe if you sell
At the same
a little
price.
cheaper than everybody else, then you might make it more better than just shut down half of the vegetable style because you know they work out. So, and that's just my two cents I want to say about this market thing.
Okay.
We're glad
we
you're out there to
appreciate-
spread honest truth theories around the place. You are official.
All right, man, thanks.
Tell her just lower the price and you get more people come on.
Exactly.
Mhm.
That's right. Be a standout in the crowd.
Of course.
Yes, that's right.
And
You
let
know,
it be
Lisa,
known. Let it be known. I have it a bit cheaper. Put a sign. Put lights.
Exactly.
Do something. Jump
Just
up and down.
make one sign where say me no thief. That's all, me no thief. Everybody will come to you. That's right. But we have to get back to this child labor laws because I got a lot of work for Hannah do when he come from school.
She don't even want to feed the dog.
I know, no problem. That's right.
Yes.
That's what he did. That's what he did.
I do, yeah. I mean, no, we have to teach with children a level of responsibility.
Yes, we do.
That has to be a part of,
That's a part of life.
a part of discipline and upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
right.
in these
Yeah,
days,
bro.
because kids want everything handed to them without no effort.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so again, yeah. Go on, Ram.
Greetings once again. Mona Lisa, how you doing?
I am good, thank you.
What?
The next time you go to the market, I'll wait out there for you.
What?
You notice they never asked for me and you to do Frisco?
All right.
Make you do my shopping, right?
So what up, Ram?
No. You mentioned a keyword a while just now, discipline. Okay. Yesterday on the table, Terrell Godoy, fine. Terrell Godoy sent a message. If you move around your bra right front of the homes outside, he said if you put up, that's a message for the kids. But I could also say people also have to set goal. If you put up with the stress of school, you are set for life. So anything you need to sacrifice, make a sacrifice because you can't say, oh, you don't want to do this, and then at the school, education is more important than any other thing you might want to do. So deal with the stress that the real go do. If the person will come from the farm, they give me $3 for $1 or $2 for $1, while only they pay $1 for $1 at the market. The market people also have to think about it. If they want to continue being in business, then think for the people too. Because Belize is the only country where the market is not the solution for the poor class. I tell you that before too. If you go to Chetumal, if you go to any area, you go in Central America, the market is the solution for the poor people. Because if you cannot go to the high supermarket, to the big places, the market is there for you. I tried that in many countries. I eat a meal in a market where it cost me like 3 times less than what it cost me in a restaurant. And you deal fresh, you eat fresh food because it's fresh vegetable from the market. So the market people got to come together and start a thing for us, the poor. We will go shop with them. So they not have no problem, nobody complaining about prices. That is just my message for today. But look out, the Mennonites are always out there in my Chapman, always sit down around the corner, Albert Street and Orange Street and in different areas they move around. Sometimes they're right around the boulevard, around Mali. They have all the things and it's at least 2 times cheaper than we will get at the market. Then finally, I don't have nothing against who have the market, but I noticed when I used to move around there's a new market after you pass Novelos. When you come out of Novelos, you turn to your left, there's a new market that's heading towards Pongyal. And I noticed that the majority Finnegan market and that new market, the majority of the vendors are not Belizean. And this is another thing too, that these people only know the idea to make money off of you. They don't worry if it.
That style want get big. And then just like cockroach, everybody. I mean, that just, you sure not to take your people in for fool. You know, that. Remember how Lisa used to tell me Frisco, like, oh, me and you poor, that money make money? All right. Logan Paul, 5 years ago, bought a Pokemon card for $5 million. First of all, everything we have in a life wouldn't come up to half of the card. But anyway, it wouldn't come up to, whatever. 5 years later, Logan Paul sells that card for $16.5 million. A Pokemon card.
Who still the Pokemon?
$1 million. A Pokemon card.
Who still the Pokemon? That's still, I think that out of date.
All right. This was sold this week right there, $16.5 million. And you know what happened? it's not about, I like everybody, people do what they want, to get rich how they want, or whatever.
They have got money for make
But
money. Yeah.
Yeah, money, like I said, once you make a certain amount of money, you could sit right back, cut out the money and turn over by itself. And this right there, this money made $11 million on its own in 5 years. But it seemed obscene to me when you have people where they starve all over the place and somebody that spend $60 million for a baseball card. I mean, for a Pokemon card.
But the money is money, that's the key factor in Belize why some people are successful and others aren't. It's because certain people could just go and get one $10 million loan or one $5 million loan. Dead raise.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. Certain people.
Well, the only way we could
certain people go. Huh?
We need to run for office, man. We need to run for office.
Not talk about politicians. There's a group of people who could just go get one $5 million loan. And then you see a big, building build up, and then that building get filled with merchandise, and then money start make. If me and you had the same opportunity, where we could just go borrow $5 million, we'd probably be successful as well.
What happened? I know I know prominent people in the Indian community, in the Asian community, the Chinese, all of that. And one difference where I find out, where our kids are deep on video games and they do all kind of stuff like that, those kids, they study. If they not study, then they in a power shop. They do something so that by the time they get old enough to be on their own, they already have the whole foundation besides the money. They already have the know-how. And it all depends on where you want to train your kids to be. You know,
no, but I was going to the point as you change your own point. I talk about money, we make money.
Yeah. Well, here I make money. That kid will make money.
Yeah, but because the system set up, they have an advantage where you don't have.
Yeah. But that advantage had to have begun somewhere.
It began that I could just go get one $10 million loan.
No, but what I'm saying, the first Asian person that came to Belize, I don't think just gone to the bank and said, give me 10 million. They had to have.
They worry about their first I didn't worry about what you see right now.
Yeah. But what I'm saying, we just can't get up and say, I want to go get a $10 million loan. We have to build that capacity.
No, he said a certain demographic of people.
Could just go get one million.
Who can just get up and say, I'm going to do that. Right.
I get what you're saying. There's a foundation and the bank have to trust that you could pay it back.
Of
but
course.
I mean, hey, if I want, it's just easier for some people to get big money loan.
One of our listeners says Chinese and Indians work together. They offer people stocks and long-term agreements while they only offer locals 30-day credits. And this is what I'm saying. That is something where just happened. It's a system that you built up that, people are reaping the benefits of now. We never took the opportunity. And when I say we, I mean we as a culture to build that up. What I noticed, love the day when I made it tell Alliance something, Alliance said, no, that's not how it works. Because how it. Well, very, very good. I did my job. And that's the way people need to do. I watched one Lee Mennonite kid at Ladyville. They sell peanuts right by the bump. Right by the bump. And the first thing comes to my mind,
labor law right there.
Yeah. First thing comes to my mind is, whoa, shouldn't this kid be in school? Or
exactly, that's where we go.
Yeah, or child labor laws, that shouldn't be happening. But where they happen, they may need to talk to them if that's who then they work the law upon. But what happened with that kid? That kid is growing up to be a hustler, a money maker. So that when he get to the point, he could go to somebody and say, yo, I need one 500,000 for kick off something. Well, I can't get it because he have that history of hustling. So, hey.
All right, we'll be right back, though.
All right, then.
How old Chris stay upstairs? The guys don't know how to work nobody so hard.
Her birthday's coming up soon.
Every great job starts at Every great job starts at Brothers Habet, with the best supplies and the right support, including free delivery on site, so you can focus on the job. Brothers Habet, working with contractors since 1983.
Finally, a postpaid plan for 3 people. Introducing Smart Trio. Why pay for mobile service alone when you can share and save? Get unlimited national calls, text.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
The MIDH's housing program remains one of the government's most impactful initiatives. To date, hundreds of Belizean families across the country have received starter homes, with priority given to single mothers and the elderly. In every case, these homes have provided safe, stable, and affordable shelter to those most in need, a commitment the MIDH is proud to keep.
I'm truly grateful and blessed. Having a roof over our head that is ours completely, without a doubt, it is a blessing, and it's something really surreal, and it's hard to explain the mixed emotions that I have.
Having my own home, my own home, and that's mine. I feel so good that I got my own house now that I can say it's mine. I just feel emotional because,
home and a roof to put my niece and nephew in along with myself.
Most of our people are people who would never be able to even start to construct a home. And so this program allows them the ability to get that start that they need so that they can continue to have their dreams in the future come true.
So really this is transformative for them. It affects their lives in a real way. Their family, their children now have a place they can be proud of.
One by one, we are transforming lives. One by one, this program is making sure that a family who just needs one opportunity.
As we wind down today, this is the 4th one for us, Stankwith West for today. That by itself, a good initiative that the ministry recognizes the side of the constituency.
There are thousands of files that have already been approved, but we work on a budget that's approved by the Ministry of Finance, which is approximately $5 million at the houses. This year we have put in double that, and our fingers are crossed. Hopefully the Ministry of Finance approves this budget and we will be able to do more. I feel it, everybody wants one, but we can't do it for everybody at the same time. So we are going with a program. We're trying to deal with the people that have handed in their applications and have been approved. It changes lives. It opens up communities. It is something that our people get a direct impact. And that, I think, is very positive. It's one of the social programs that the People's United Party has in place that I believe is very effective and welcoming by the large majority of the population.
Let it be yours. There will be an answer. Let it be.
Are you wearing a new glasses? Where did you get them?
Oh, yeah, these are the new smart AI glasses from Belize Vision Center.
Did you like them and why?
Yeah, I love them because you can take videos and pictures via the camera, and you can answer phone calls with the built-in microphone and the speakers. And speaking of speakers, you can play music or watch your favorite videos through the speakers. And it can help you with being able to do things while keeping your hands available to continue to do any activity that you are doing.
So you can answer phone also through the smart glasses?
Oh yeah, of course. There's a button up here that is used for video and power. And if you're receiving a phone call, you can click the button once and it will answer your phone for you.
Is that awesome, right?
Yeah, totally.
Would you recommend it to somebody?
Definitely.
Especially to young people who are more into AI glasses, right?
Oh yeah, for
technology.
sure, for sure. Speaking of AI, there's a feature on the glasses that it will snap a photo of what you're looking at, and the AI will describe to you what it's seeing. So maybe you're trying to figure out what type of tree is something, or maybe you're trying to figure out a type of vehicle that you're looking at and you like seeing it but don't know what it is. You can double click the button on the left here. It will snap a photo, and the AI voice will describe to you what you're seeing.
That's great. I would like to buy one eventually. You recommend it, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Good.
All right. Yeah. All aboard and welcome back, man, to Thursday. Today is the 19th of February. As we proceed, lovely weather outside.
Month nearly done.
Not a cloud in the sky.
Got the sun in my eye.
I would like to be on the beaches.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's plural.
In the beaches. That's right. Well.
Good one. Thanks that you don't get that. Let me grab this.
yes, I just choose to let it slide.
Where you go, Dan?
$5. I went to the market on Saturday and I found celery. $5. I went to the market on Saturday and I found celery. And when I asked how much for it, the man took out one of the stems out of the 10 stems, and he said $150 a stem. I said, but wait, what is this? So you are selling celery by the stem and no longer? No, he said. The fat man told us to sell it, to retail it. Who's the fat man? I don't know. He's the one that controls the price between Chetomal and the Salinaso market. These products, some of them are brought from Chetomal under a special concession. I have gone to restaurants and I asked for a glass of lime juice. $6. And I went to 3 of them. And the 3 of them have $6. No, look at the mathematics. I can take a good sized lime and I can make 4, I fill them with water, 4 glasses, and I squeeze 1, 2, 3, 4. I add on a tablespoon of sugar, which would be maybe about 5 cents. And so I create a glass, 4 glasses of juice. I sell them at $6, $24 that I get out of one line. What a highway robbery. And this is no a culture, or not a culture rather, it is a illness that is being spread on every item that we consume. It's getting serious. I don't know who is the minister that I wish I knew, and maybe you all can find out who is the minister that controls prices, price control. This is a killer. It is something that has fallen on belief like a curse. That anybody and everybody put the price what they feel like. And they just, No, my second one that I want to tell you, tradition. Tradition and culture are the basis of a society. tradition, your culture. You mess up with those, and you kill that community or that society or ethnicity. Right now, our music has been destroyed already. That's Gazette. I mean, look was the most genius in music, and they will tell you, we have no music. No. It's just
And Hector used to like dance.
I want 2 words for music. But I want to go right down to what is occurring, what I heard with disgust. Ruth Amaya.
Okay.
Ruth Amaya was initiated by the Harrison brothers. Both of them died tragically. This Ruth was to lead San Ignacio. Well, he was to lead Tipu, about 3 miles up where the Maya originally began to travel from Tipu, 5 miles up the Hudson Bridge, and then they went to Belize to look for fish, salt, and whatever. No, the tradition is that Ruth Amaya should move down and enter into the branch of the Belize River. No creek. There's nothing named Haloba Creek. It's a foolish thing that they made Haloba Creek. Which creek runs into the sea? To kill that, because the paddlers they are complaining. The association, they are complaining. The association, but I don't know, the top echelons decided for some regatta. Used to be by the fort, and they carried way up there by what I don't know how the place is. So the regatta nearly done. They don't know Baramblis. They have only bunch of kids running along with some little dories. The same day they kill horse race in the city. Horse race was at Horn Park, now Marian Jones. Great horse races, big horse races. They move it and horse race down the village. And so we are killing our sports little by little. No Ruth Amaya. I understand that it might be a little confusion will happen because the father say, I don't want to do the end there. Because we traditionally will go through that creek and we go on the crowd there, the thousands of people that they can. Poor and rich, businessmen and onlookers, they go there to enjoy that day. That is called no benefactors day. I leave you all with that answer.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Thank you, Don Hector.
I agree with Don Hector. We changed everything. We took the capital of Belize, which was Belize City, and we changed it. Move it to Belmopan. I think that was bad too. But I'll tell you, yeah, I think that it's a lousy move to change the location because right away that
eliminates a lot of people.
That eliminates thousands of people because people used to be standing all along.
That's what they're going to do.
But you could have just walked out and go.
Yeah, and go.
It wouldn't be a situation like that.
You heard about it?
But no.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Okay.
Yeah. And now apparently it seems like they want to change the location. And that wouldn't be good. If you're going to change the location so that more people could see, it would be perfect. But if you go out, and this is not no ordinary former prince. This is the brother of the king. Yes. Of course. No, Chris, they're not that king. This gal has something else, but I tell you, that king, there he is. That king, there he is wearing his mother's hat. No, I gotta tell you something. All over the world, people are losing jobs. They're losing credibility. Then they quit outright. The pedos is the U.S. No heads of rope. The people in this file are being protected, while in other parts of the world where law and order is the thing, people are losing job and they're paying the price for it. Even the prince. I heard that when they arrested Andrew said, "Now see here, What are you doing? This is not on the schedule for today. How
What is wrong with you?
You think the man I say, beg your pardon?
Beg your pardon?
Get it?
Right, put the wiggy.
Beg your pardon, Groove.
Yes. Pass the tea and crumpets.
Beg your pardon, because you know that
You
guy
want
that guy likes
Yeah,
to
you
give
want
pardons, right?
too. Exactly.
He pardoned a guy from January 6th who's been convicted of child abuse.
About 10 of the people that he pardoned killed people, committed robberies, child abuse, or a whole lot of them. But that's because, you know, the Russian guy's name is, I never liked that guy.
Pavlov.
But the Russian guy's name is, I never liked that guy.
Pavlov.
But he's meeting with the Cuban foreign minister because Russia said, we don't care what they say. We got your back.
Okay.
We know that Mexico, where they're right on the border, they're afraid for send your oil there and send your food. But how you cook your food if you not got no oil in the stove? So we have send you oil. And they warned the U.S. that a military blockade of the island would be highly
they said urged the U.S. to refrain from blockading Cuba.
Right.
Yes.
I don't know what that means. So.
No, what do you mean what that mean? What do you mean what that mean?
It means
that
what it says.
Russia, Russia, people have known that Russia and Cuba are good friends. Russia helped Cuba out and stuff like that. And just because their ideology is different than ours in Russia, you can't look the gift horse in the mouth. They're the one helping Cuba. Cuba in turn help us with medical and stuff like that. Now, you believe that if the United States put on blockade around Cuba, Russia won't respond?
I'm
you
sure.
think so? The way how Trump are with.
Enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yes, but then you know that the enemy of my enemy don't jawbone too.
No matter.
But they have to be my friend until something happens.
Enemy of my enemy, you know.
Yeah. Exactly.
But then when he turn against you.
Right now we have to deal with it front that way. They said, well, all right, I gotta go that way. And that's why the behavior of those United States is alarming worldwide, and this is why they said that it's forcing reconstruction, a new world order, which is a very real thing.
I like how you're using the phrase we coined, those United States of America, because they really want to stand out,
That's what I'm saying. The New World Order is a real thing. Here comes it.
Yeah.
Who has issued in? Who is the real Antichristo?
They have already said.
Don't lick the dog, huh?
Yes, just better and done. Drive for me.
Aye.
But yeah, man. It's that we they know a whirlpool. The whole world, they a big whirlpool right now, and nobody know where we're gonna end up.
You know the good old saying, right? For them people, 1 minute they were saying everything bad about Trump, but because they want that good old power.
I just said to the United States, shut the hell up and go to your room. I just said to the United States, shut the hell up and go to your room, because there was a bridge that Canada spent, I believe, $12 billion to build. It was a bridge from Canada to one of those big border states. Forgot the one right offhand. It was supposed to open this year. But because Trump started a tariff war, and because Canada doing what nations do and say, well, if you would go on so we find other partners, Canada made deals with China and stuff like that. And Trump, with the feelings, got hurt. So Trump said, we know I opened this bridge because Canada, who built the bridge completely, the U.S. didn't pay a dime, but it's going to benefit the U.S. state that it goes into because they're going to be collecting half of the tolls or whatever. Trump saying, hold that down. So Canada yesterday say, you know what? You know that, you ever notice that their flights were leave from the United States to Europe, they don't fly right across the Atlantic Ocean just like that. They take that curve over the Arctic. Where do you think they get there? Through Canadian airspace. Canada said yesterday, to hell with that. To hell with that. Our airspace won't be just like that anymore. We don't pay for that now. You know, so either way that mean we have longer trips across the Atlantic from the US, or the flight prices are going to go up because you're going to have to be paying for Canada airspace.
Okay.
And everything else
Let me
that
grab this
Canada
up,
said, yeah, Trump posted up quick. He didn't say nothing about this.
Yeah, well.
He told him, shut up.
Yeah. Go ahead. Hello, go ahead. Carla, go ahead.
Okay.
Yo.
Are you?
Not hearing you.
Hello?
Venezuela, you're hearing me?
Yes, we are hearing you now.
Hello?
Yeah, you're good.
Go ahead.
Okay. Venezuela has gifted Cuba over the past 25 years more than 500 million barrels of oil.
Mm-hmm.
Venezuela gifted Cuba a refinery and a storage compound so that they could refine what they were gifted and store, save. The fact is that of those barrels, Cuba took what it needed to function their hotels, whatever, their military, whatever, whatever was needed, and turn around and sell the balance to China, always the victims, man. But this is self-inflicted. Over 500 million barrels of oil has to Cuba.
But could I ask you a question? Do you think that could have been an arrangement for Venezuela to sell its oil?
That was gifted to them by Venezuela. So when will they be held accountable? When? Now there's a company called GAESA, G-A-E-S-A, that the translation of that is it's a company that administers the enterprises in Cuba. That goes direct, that is under the military rule. And that company has billions of dollars in Switzerland. You could look it up, GAESA, G-A-E-S-A. So why can't they, when it's been 60-something years, and whether you agree with them or not, with ideology, I couldn't give two hoots about what they believe in. I am certainly not a believer of their ideology, but that's neither here nor there. But you have been gifted 500 million barrels with a complete storage facility to use what you need and store the rest so that you could always have. And then turn around and sell it to Asia for money, and you're on the backs of the Venezuelan taxpayers. But nobody talks about these things because it is more romantic and progressive to say that they're being cheated and they're being this. When will they be held bloody accountable for what they do, man? Honestly, the other day there was shortage of rice. What did a minister tell him? A minister came on the TV and told him that they don't know why the Cubans eat so much rice. They are not Chinese. This is honestly what the minister says. I wish most of us would speak Spanish to understand these interviews when they give in the Cuban and they come out in the social media. That's what the man tell them, you don't know why I eat so much rice. Una not Chinese. And right now with the corporation, anything when you get in there, eat. That was what a minister told the people. So
it's hard to separate
the people of Belize to please check on the data that I'm giving because I am not lying.
The government themselves aren't doing the things necessary for when hard times might come. That's the point she's making.
But the point that I want to ask you,
it's true. It's not funny, this is frustration. Right now, Mexico has that frustration.
What's that, Roof?
There was an embargo on Venezuela. We know that countries we know that for 60 years, that we know that countries, we know that for 60 years, that most of them people that listen to we life, Cuba has had an embargo placed on Cuba by
Right,
the
so why
United
would Cuba
Yes.
beat him? Why would you go to Cuba to sell your oil? If Cuba, they have more restrictions than Venezuela.
Because Cuba has an embargo against it, but Cuba still have the backing of China and
So does
Soviet
Venezuela.
Union.
Her credit
Yeah.
Everything went going in Venezuela that recent.
Exactly. But for some reason, Venezuela having a whole lot of oil became an enemy to the U.S.
But that
because
just
they
has
had
that
so much
recent
oil.
she's saying this time.
Yes.
Thing would happen long time that Venezuela made the help. Just like how
but
Venezuela helped out
do you
Belize.
think that do you think they just found out that Venezuela had oil? You know how pissed off America was when Venezuela was doing that Petrocaribe thing to you? Even though the capacity has been diminished, Cuba still have lights on. They still have cars running. They still did have a store.
At some minimums, not fully functional.
Exactly, that's what I just said. That they're not fully functional, but apparently they saved something so that they could keep the bare necessities going.
I don't know how long that I don't know how long that will last, but yeah, that's a case.
I don't. Yeah, but I don't chair for Cuba's downfall. Not at all. I right now the board of peace.
Yeah, but is it fair to say that somebody could question how they do business, to say that if you do business knowing that there's always this pressure coming from the north of you at any given moment, you know, that it'll be good to run things in a way where you know you kind of have. Now, I don't know the story. That's
what are you trying to say?
That's the caller's point, that they haven't been running things to the best at optimum.
Of course,
I think that the same way how you have some people in the United States that still hate Cuba and they don't even know why. I think you have people that hate Cuba. I think there's people who still think that Castro they run Cuba. That's how deranged some people are. They say, "Oh, that
well,
Castro
I don't know how they run it. I mean, you don't know how they run it. So if they have,
no, I tell you, that's why all I am saying about it is, I know the prayer for Cuba fall. Cuba has been a friend to us, just like Venezuela has been a friend to us, and I applaud Russia for sending oil. I applaud Mexico for sending food. And we have to stop beat around.
But would it be?
How could a nation?
But can a person criticize Cuba for how they run things rather than say we just have to accept what they do?
When we want perfect.
Right. So I mean, you don't have to. Everybody don't have to agree with Cuba because everybody feels a person can have the right to disagree with.
Yes, but because you do not. But because you do not agree, does that mean you embargo them?
That's not what the caller is talking about. The caller spoke about they not having their own backs, selling off the oil when they should have kept it. That's her point, that the people who run things, nobody look out for the real day. She's criticizing them for doing that. That's her point, I think.
Okay. Well, that's a beautiful point. Point made. My point that I am making is how the hell you could keep a country on an embargo.
Well, that's another story. We know that not right neither.
I know that another story, but I'm bringing up the story. And
what I will start with.
Like to know, the other thing that I'd like to know is right now, as we speak, the Board of Peace group with Trump and the other dictators, they're talking right now about peace. Meanwhile, then they literally trying to kill Cubans. They are literally trying to kill his crap.
No, it's not.
I think everything is beautiful. I think nobody agree with the position.
Yeah, but everybody talks so like flippantly about it, like, oh, it's no big deal. No, there are people starving right now because the people where we work with is actively trying to kill them. Not saying nothing to those people, or we are charging them. That is wrong.
Again,
there's many nations that people don't like their leaders, but it's not our business to go and tell them how to run their nation. It is not our business to go and tell them who to elect for leaders. Because
they don't elect nobody for leaders. So.
Good. That's another.
So again, the way of the world is, even Russia is very to the point of speaking very carefully, right?
Everybody have sense, bro, except
I'm
for
just
that
explaining
clown.
how the world works. Nobody come out and say, I want to do this and I do that because I'm from its plans of sea blockade. From its plans of sea blockade.
Okay.
Lavrov promised that Moscow will continue supporting Cuba and its people in protecting the country's sovereignty and security. He never say I want to send oil. He never say I
What
want to
does
send
all that mean to you, bro?
I
What
don't know what
does
you
the
mean.
word
You mean to pick your
refrain
words
mean
very
to you?
carefully. That what
What
you mean.
does the word, what did he say before
I
refrain?
can't.
Use common sense. You know what the man to say? Not be, stop being stupid. I better not go put nothing around Cuba. I mean, you could read the nice, fine words if it make you feel
that
better.
They say it, that don't me
Listen
say
to the way they say it. Listen to the way they say
it. No
it.
matter where we listen to it, matter they never say it out loud. That's why I'm saying, as with many countries, we choose their words very carefully. And I'm just making the point that even Russia has chosen to use their words very carefully. Because at the end of the day, you still just come out and blurt out things. You still have to do it in a way, unless you declare all-out war. So that's the point. And that's why countries, even like Belize, when we put out statements, you put out statements carefully worded. You don't just come out and blurt out things because you feel like hero guy
Because those
today.
people have sense, right?
Huh?
Who's the one leader upon the planet where does the blurt out whatever the hell
Right,
you
and
want
that's
in that
why,
crazy
exactly.
head.
That's a superpower guy. We have to be very careful because he's not correct.
Oh, I'm glad to hear. I'm surprised.
We know
you
this
said
group. We know they argue the point.
I'm surprised you said it.
So what are y'all
Well,
saying?
I mean, we
keep going back and forth. What are y'all saying?
We started out saying that. My point is that everybody you have to you pick your words carefully because you don't want all-out Armageddon. Right? And to say that, and threats are very real. And governments have to take threats very real because threats affect people, affect the bottom line, affect your GDP. And governments have to be careful. You can't just come out and say, screw you.
Really?
You got to take them threats serious. You got to take them very serious. It might come from a madman, but you have to take it serious.
Yeah, a good thing I never became prime minister. I believe the guy trying to tell me, take this $500,000 I left mentally ill people on the street. I mean, I said, screw you.
That never come from here, no. Americans, they think come from a lot of countries.
You don't require a visa now.
No, I come from a lot of countries. But yeah, that
10:51 from back at the zinc, ladies and gentlemen, a beautiful downhill Thursday. We're trying to keep it light and not, too many problems because we don't like problems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
Well, let me grab this. Yeah, Rob, I'm going to click before the break.
Hello?
Because I come across many Cuban tongues that I know Spanish, and none of the Cubans ever tell me nothing nice up there, and nobody wants to go back there. The Afro-Cuban, I tell you. I meet one or two of the European descendant, handful of European, I tell them before, control Latin America, that include Cuba. The government of Cuba, European descendant, they could quickly go to Miami and that's it, they're free. They don't have to worry about nothing, but only the Afro people are running over before, during, and after Castro being suffering. If you want to know about this news, go in your computer or laptop, whatever you have, go into Caracol News, that's from Colombia. You have Telemundo, that's from Miami. Then you have Univision from Miami. Put on your translator, and you will hear this news all the time because people they tell you like it is. But only that I mean, want to contribute along with the morning stew because that's my favorite dish, the morning stew.
Hi.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
One of our listeners says, when you ask a black man from Cuba about his ethnicity or race, they would say they are not black. Well, I don't know. I don't know what they would say that they are. All I know is that we can't be hypocrites. We can't like these people when they send the doctors.
When it's convenient.
When it's convenient, or when they send the oil. And then when one little bit of problem come up, we start to be wishy-washy. That's all I am saying. I don't say I agree with everything that Cuba is, but I know the reason why Cuba got on America's black book because of the Cuban Missile Crisis and things like that. But that was nearly 70 years ago. What country you think that has embargo on them will progress for 60 years, 70 years, and still be able to help people around the world, even with the embargo? Now, on top of the embargo, when another jawbone come in, Barack tried to ease up the pressure a little bit, but then this jawbone come in now, and they double down even worse on the embargo. What the hell did Cuba do to the United States to want them to kill an entire nation? How could they talk about peace and democracy when they are doing the most dictatorship stuff? I nearly said dictatorship.
We know.
Yes. They're doing it, and then they're going around preaching about democracy and elections and all kind of stuff. If you all want to tell the rest of the world about that, get rid of that dope that you guys have leading your country. Then maybe the rest of the world will start taking you serious again.
Yeah, but minus from the US, if you want to break it down, we could say Venezuela was sending had elections to comment on how they think the elections went. Did the president there wrong or strong the election? Are they locking up political opponents? All kind of these things came up when, right? And what what would be the response of some of the nations where, but they say, well, Venezuela nice, can they send out the oil? I mean, hey, y'all get that Petrocaribe. So should they be criticized regardless of the Petrocaribe? Should they be criticized of how they do things internally?
Well, that's why,
because you do nice things. It's like the Taiwan-China scenario. What
I am saying is we also know what these countries do, and if Taiwan made to do something terrible, we had the option of saying, yo, we could support you, but we know to do it because so. What I'm saying is Venezuela offered us something, and knowing what we know now, we still took it. But now that it's convenient, we decide to, go along with everything when it happened.
No, again, we're being forced. Countries are being forced. You're not going it because you want to.
Forced for what?
Yeah, but
we're being forced for what?
We're being forced and threatened. Countries are being forced and threatened by the United States that if you do this, this will happen. We're not doing it because you want to do it. The status quo would remain the same.
The fact is, it's being done. It doesn't matter why.
Nobody there argue that.
It doesn't matter why the hospitals in Cuba don't have medicine or why kids are dying.
Nobody there argue that.
That is not the
point. That is not the point. The point is we understand the world state scenario that's going on. The US is threatening countries. And every country will look out when the push comes to shove and look out for their country first.
Yes, so I am hoping that Cuba stops sending doctors when all this done and Venezuela stop giving out oil. Well, one of our listeners says, how can they call themselves Christians and starving a nation? Not sure if it's the same Christ they believe in. No, they believe in a different Christ. Definitely not the one. Darren Swayze sent a picture of a little monkey named Punch. I heard about this monkey named Punch. Punch's mother died. He's a macaque. His mother died, and no other monkeys wanted to deal with Punch. So they bought an orangutan, a stuffed orangutan, and Punch took over the orangutan like his mother. So anywhere that Punch go, he takes the monkey with him. But people are making fun because he's a macaque and his name is Punch Macaque. But it's a sad story.
Man, I never knew it was all the way to the end. Jeez.
Yes. One of our listeners says, yes, hold on. This is a very good question because I want to know how Groove think. Even though we don't like Trump and the U.S. policies, we're still accepting their handouts. Should we stop? You're damn right. Plain and simple.
Again, well, stop if you want.
Again, we have to be polite.
Again, nobody going cold turkey. Stop to believe that nations going cold turkey. There's no nation that will go cold turkey unless...
The point is well taken.
That's all
It doesn't matter what the reason is. The outcome is what counts. And if the outcome mean people the dead, it no matter who reason, because God or the devil, the outcome people the dead. It's because of how we've acted.
No, because they won't. They have to. People have to go to the. They have to go to the parliament. They have to go to the in their house and decide if they want to send soldiers to go dead for a cause. I believe that 9 out of 10 the parliament in their countries will tell them no. Why the hell we are sending for we soldiers there for?
You know the things where they teach you in our school and Boy Scout and church. They show you the 1 matchstick and it drop. Then they show you 100 matchstick together and all of them stand up. The lesson being on to stand together. That's not only for when you pick once you grow up, that every man for themselves. So when they show you that, tell them and they talk BS.
People not arbitrarily send soldiers to go fight in a country. Kenya send police officers there. They made out. They say, well, we are sending
Nigeria, I believe.
It was Nigeria?
No, Nigeria.
It was not?
No, Nigeria.
It was in African countries.
But they say we are sending 2,000 police officers. Kudos to them. They made that decision that they want to do that. But the rest of the same thing. You got that one man not us whoever the prime minister believes can just arbitrarily say, well, we are sending some sure because we like it. You have to come to the house have to approve that. The people of Belize have to say, we like Haiti, you know, but are we willing to send our soldiers there to die?
Yeah, I know. That's a real calming.
That's the reality. Wake up. We teach people things every day. That's how it works. This is how it feels. This is how it works.
It was actually, yeah. You see, so we are living in a matrix.
It's not a matrix. It's how it works.
And the reason why it works like this is because this is the pattern that we...
Pop and say, do that. Unless you're a communist country, you could say, well, I want to do that.
I would just like for the people of Cuba to see on their television, if they have electricity, I would just like them to see how the world works. You know, everybody out there look.
Well, if they don't know how it works by now, so
exactly. I don't want the Cuban people to hear those exact words.
Which words?
If we don't know how the world works by now, I know.
Well, you got back to Cuba. I talk about sending military to other countries for fighting a war.
You just switch up on him.
Yeah, you got back to Cuba. I never talk about Cuba.
You know what happened? Yo, unlike Frisco, I could jump from one topic to the next. I don't have to stay in one. But we are talking about Cuba. The words you just said, could you imagine that being played on a Cuban channel?
No, I could imagine being played on a Belizean channel.
You need to understand how the world...
Arbitrarily send people to go fight in a wars with, you know. And people have to know that. That you're on there by your own. Countries are just arbitrarily send people to go fight. That's all. That's the point. That's the bottom line. Alright, hey, we gotta go to break and don't push this button, lad. Quick call, Carl. Hello.
So you hang up on me, Frisco?
Go through. I tell him make it quick.
Frisco, I do agree with you and I do agree with Groove. You know why? Answer me this question. Answer me this question today, Frisco. Do you think today
you got today,
you could be a slave today and then they whap you today? You think it's possible that somebody could whap you and last you today as one slave? Maybe 100 years ago, but not today. You know, put your hand on me, brother. I was dead before you do that to me. The world changed, but everybody see things different, you know. Anyway, I will let you make a go up and break and then I'll listen to you.
Thanks. we gotta go. We'll be right back, folks. Thursday.
Downhill.
Why, Henry, I glad.
February is all about Honda. Get special pricing and discounts on all Honda products. Enjoy up to 25% off select Honda products and 20% off Honda parts. Don't forget your B-Bucks whenever you make a purchase. Love your Honda is all about deals and discounts on Honda products throughout the month of February. only at Benquip Equipment Parts Service.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
Festival come to this very nation.
In Isaiah 30:29 it says, and you will sing as on the night you celebrate a holy festival, and your heart will rejoice. The body of Christ will unite, and many hearts will rejoice on the Saturday, March 7, 2026 at the Belize Civic Center, beginning at 6 p.m. as a heavenly production.
Sing out some sweet gospel reggae. Listen after blessing and nothing can hold it back.
And then it's the return of the biggest gospel band in Belize, Heavenly.
I'm gonna be heavenly for life, serving Jesus Christ.
And all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, USA, the daughter of the world-famous televangelist Creflo Dollar, none other than Jordan Dollar, with her saved and lives being recommitted to God. For tickets, call 615-4766. That's 615-4766. Sponsors: Angela's Press, Racina's Imports, Cellular World, Love FM, More FM, Quem Radio, Vibes Radio, Plus TV, Channel 7, Channel 5, and Wave Radio. Come on out and be blessed.
Jesus Festival. Yeah, Jesus.
aboard. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I'm gonna send a shout out to the brother Kirill. Okay. Leave the brother alone. Kirill. Yes. There's different.
Why don't you leave him alone?
Different fan. I know Kirill.
Not Kirill.
Kirill different, because Kirill is the most populous thing on the planet. There's over 100 Sicilian Karills. That's the way whales eat when they come up.
Oh, the Kirill?
Kirill, yes. Yes, what? I mean, that's the beginning of everything living.
Yes.
That sustains life.
Ain't there about Kirill?
Kirill, that's right. Man, speaking about that, I never want to bring it up, but since you brought up Kirill, would you like to see a Steve?
Steve?
A what?
A Steve. A Steve.
Uh-huh.
Christy, please show those first two pictures, please. I am now an official scientific name.
Boy, what is that?
That is a Steve. You see that green thing going up like that?
Mm-hmm.
That is different than the aurora borealis.
Yeah, I was going to ask you.
That is about 1,000 kilometers across. It's different than the aurora because this comes from the ground up.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. The aurora borealis happens when the solar winds hit our magnetic field.
Yeah.
It stretches the magnetic field. And then when the magnetic field snaps back, that's when you see the aurora borealis because of all the friction. But this happens on its own. Mm-hmm. And the reason why it's called a Steve, let me see if I could find it again. I was typing up geisha, but all I got was girl.
So what caused it though? What caused the lights?
Well, I'll tell you right now. They called it a Steve, first of all, because in some kid's book, they were telling you, but somebody didn't know somebody's name, so they just called it Steve. And somebody started calling it Steve, and they said, oh, great, we're going to keep the name. But eventually, after they gave it the name Steve, some scientific group came up and they said, Steve means strong thermal emission velocity enhancements.
God damn.
Strong
thermal.
Understand emission. I don't understand enhancements. But anyway.
Strong thermal emission velocity.
Velocity enhancement.
You understand velocity?
Yes, I do. Is a rare atmospheric phenomenon appearing as a thin purple and green light ribbon distinct from traditional auroras. Discovered by a citizen scientist in 2016, it is caused by a 25-kilometer wide, 3,000 degrees Celsius stream of hot plasma flowing at 6 kilometers a second in the atmosphere. So don't mess with me because I will burn you.
What?
That's right. That's right. There you have it, folks. That's Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I would like to thank God and my mom and dad for this honor. A few of our listeners, let me see. A few of our listeners are very, very in tune to the conversation.
Why would you
say that? One of our listeners says, let me see. Most small countries depend on these big countries for assistance. With this president, all small countries are scared because they will not say anything. CARICOM should, as a body, send a strong statement, but notice they too can't help. Mexico, Canada, Russia, China, and North Korea can cause their match or surpass. Oh, they can match or surpass the U.S. Another one of our listeners says, our hands are tied. MCC, digital ID, deportees deal, you mean U.S. sitting room. Belize lockoff cannot wiggle. Add heat from U.S. concerns about authoritarian rule. Oh, speaking of which, there was a show that was on international TV talking about Belize, how our government, I forgot what, I'll find out. But these guys were saying, and it has nothing to do with the United States. This is from Britain or France or someplace. But these guys are saying small countries like Belize go under the radar, and that the world isn't watching how our government is authoritarian, and it takes over companies. And and they drew, one of the things they showed was the BTL thing. They showed one of these port deals where they go on. So we are being noticed out there. Anyway,
I am sure
yes, when the U.S. says take this, we say thanks before we know what it is. Bullseye! I've always said that. No offense to our esteemed ladies, no pun intended, and hope none taken. But in the days of the British, they would say tough titty man. Yes. All right.
Tough titty man.
Yeah. Yep.
Who's the guy that said that was I saw it like yesterday. It was everywhere on social media.
What?
I think they said he was formerly working in the State Department for the U.S. and saying some things about, I think the same thing he made a speak about. Some individual who used to work there was saying, I haven't really got a break for check it out because I just made a flip through. But some individual.
Okay.
When they said,
another listener says, on point to a statement that Boca had made, it said, we are too aligned with the bully. His nemesis is the BRICS countries that we seem to have a fear of engaging. BRICS is our counterbalance to the U.S. Note how Russia and soon China, BRICS founders, standing up for Cuba. Let's see how long the bully will bully Cuba. The status quo is changing fast. Trump, as we know, is the great disruptor. British public is now calling for their Prime Minister Starmer to resign because of the Epstein backlash.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Starmer. Okay, yeah, well, Starmer, it's not only him. Some of his aides, and like I said, Andrew, the brother of the king, is right now in jail, and he could be in jail for up to 96 hours, they said, according to British law. The only country
Okay,
on the planet,
so explain why is he in jail for those who don't know.
Okay, yeah, he is in jail because according to the Epstein files, they do have pictures, compromising pictures of him and people. But the thing that they have him in jail for is because he's supposed to have given out insider trading or given out information about something that was royal or something like that. So it's sort of like racketeering. They can't get you for the person where you killed, but we can get you for tax evasion. And then we jump onto that. So that's what they do with him.
Okay.
But what we're saying is that it appears that the only country on the planet that don't seem to care about bringing pedophiles to justice is the United States. And they're actively hiding it. Frisco brought up yesterday that the Department of Justice released 300 names. But the 300 name is like when those fighter jets they shoot out of them and you let out their flares to confuse the missile. You let out 100 flares so they don't know which one to go after. That's what happened. They let out so many names, and 90% of the names have nothing to do with what's going on. So when I see what happened with that. But again, I think the United States is the only country who don't see a problem there.
Yeah.
What do you think?
So the thing that you were speaking of, group that guy from the State Department, Washington, Jose Malia.
Let me see. Jose, what are they?
He's the guy that is speaking about Belize specifically. Some of the movements will make like taking over assets and things like that.
Now it's talking about Washington's radar as the red flag, which is
it's coming up on.
Yeah, I never did get a break for listening to it yesterday. But
they're linking us with El Salvador and Honduras and all other places like that. But again, we know that in the past, and I don't know about now, but I know that in the past we have had prominent people accused of prominent things in prominent countries. And a lot of times you get excused for those things because you have a lot of prominent people in those countries who are looking for prominent people in these countries to do prominent things illegally. So a lot of times they don't hear about it, So, I mean, it's just, like Frisco says, the way the world operates. It's the way the world operates. But the most important question today, I think, was posed by Boca, knowing what you know. Oh, it was posed by not Boca, MK. Was knowing what you know now, would you cut off the US aid? And yes, the hell I would.
Yeah,
If everybody else could go cold turkey, we could go cold turkey.
And nobody go cold turkey. They have to
That's
realign.
the thing, Steve. Nobody's doing
Nobody's
that.
going cold turkey. They have to realign, and there's a realignment. But until the realignment happens, I mean, we fight hard just to get some flights in here from Europe. The tourism department.
Fight that hard to get flights from
It's
Europe.
hard. It is hard. It is hard.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
Okay.
the tourism board is struggling and begging for some flights to come from Europe. We've talked about trying to get the Schengen visa. That's they've said, nah, you have to go to Mexico for that.
What happened?
So getting in is not automatic.
No, it's not. But the problem is because it's not that we're trying to get in now. What happened now with the beat on the door to try to get in? Instead of courting them, go through the regular courting process, we didn't do it because we had the US that way back door. So we didn't look at no place else. We didn't need them.
Right.
But now that we need them, with the beat pan and door,
no, we don't need them in a. It's not like that. It's like everybody else is seeing that you have to realign. Even the European countries, they see that they have to realign. Even they themselves have to realign in how they need the things.
You see what that lady was accusing Cuba how we didn't make proper preparation. That's what we did. We didn't make preparation.
But
we
Europe,
had enough people. We had enough people coming in from the US. So we didn't feel the need to expand our base. We didn't feel the need that we needed to court other people. We are settled with my boyfriend, yeah. Now that my boyfriend, they give a problem. Now we want to go look for other people to go courting. And maybe the people look at we and say, you know what? When we be there, you never want we.
No, because again, not like Europe, me say we be there all the while. Europe had their own configuration, and even they are reconfiguring.
Yeah. So you feel like the Europeans, they don't like Caribbean islands as much as
I don't know, but
Americans?
everything that does happen right.
I don't think so.
Right, like automatic things that just switch off one day and switch on the next day.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Right, but this are the world that just believes. There was a way, there was a formula, and that was the formula. And now Trump come in and say we have broke up the formula, and every country in the world have to know, try to figure out how we could bypass this or do that differently or do this differently or do that differently, including us. So that not just we. It's not an indictment on Belize. It's that the world.
You sound like the mayor of Belmont.
No, it's that the world. You don't follow it. BRICS. All the European countries, they figure out how what they could do. Canada, they try to figure how they could do. Canada had lucrative business.
Everybody's realigning.
Right.
What I am talking about, I am talking specifically about the BTB trying to get into Europe, and when you talk about Schengen. The reason why that is happening is because our house of cards up north, they crumble. If it was a thing where throughout the years we made overtures to Europe, we tried to get them here. Maybe when we go to them now, they may say, yeah, no problem. But when
actually they said they've been trying. According to the minister, they've been trying. This and not to the thing. You keep the saying like this thing just happened last week. There are things where they in a process a long time, but just not to come out to fruition. If I read the news,
I don't believe everything a minister says just because I'm a minister.
Well, in the news, my brother, I'll go read and you said that they've been trying to get these things done for years. They make some headways now. Some airlines want to come. It's money. The airlines don't come if they don't find it feasible.
Of course, which makes sense.
If they're not coming, we can't force tourists to come if they don't want to come.
That's why, like I said, I could only come to the conclusion that Europeans don't like sunny beaches.
Right, they've not been historically coming this side. Recently, more and more have been coming, but I know I think they are the ones where they come and do all the tourism. The tourists come, and where they come from, that's where they come from.
Well, like I tell the Europeans the same thing I tell my people, come if you want.
No, you're saying all your thing, but then if they don't come, they don't come.
Mm-hmm.
You know the numbers that you want, you could just say, well, and that's why Shine say, well, this tourism man, the one of the best tourism band, because he's making Belize get out there in the world, and more people want to say, you know what, maybe we do have to visit Belize. Right? We do have to.
What does 11:36 play in Abolidoli?
11:36. It plays 11:36.
Done. You're not got long. You got a couple minutes.
Okay.
Go to strong. Hello.
Yes.
You're not got long. You don't have long. You only got a couple minutes.
Yeah, the worst mistake we have done is to divorce ourselves from the British and the Commonwealth. It was a mortal mistake that we did. Because we had at least one country that could perhaps come and protect us. But let me tell you, and this coming from the harshest mouth, you all don't know that Russia made a bid on Belize between 1959 and 1969. Heavy infiltration Russia here in Belize. You all must have been kids then. And the Americans, they brought their CIA planted here to watch every movement that Belize was making. Alliance with Cuba, alliance with all the leftist nations for independence. We brought Nicaragua, we brought Cuba, we brought Grenada, Maurice Bishop came. But Chiaga, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, was neglected, not invited for our independence. You all don't know, you see. The history of Belize has not been told. It's a pity. There was a heavy infiltration on Belize while the guerrillas were attacking Guatemala. Belize was strategic, but we
had guerrillas in Guatemala.
I can tell you at the present moment, United States have a double eye on Belize right now. Double eye is watching Belize very carefully. We expelled the Israelites that are the U.S. baby. We broke relation with them for something that we are ignorant about, what between Palestinians and the Israelites. But we broke it.
That doesn't mean we shouldn't help them, Hector.
Okay. Then we began to.
Yeah, Dan, we don't got a lot of time, Don. You gotta come in.
Yeah, Don, and I just finished. We abstained when Russia attacked Ukraine. Belize abstained along with the CARICOM nations. United States, they watch everything, you know. I hear what the man said. What they can do is cancel everybody's visa. Read that thing where then 2 months they talk. I thought it was Ashcroft that made that documentary.
No.
Watch
it's
out.
a weekly show.
Watch out. Thank you very much.
All right, Don.
The weekly show. Happen we the play, we small countries like Belize, they play a ring where elephants they fight. Now we just the run about to try cover our head, no know what the hell to do. No know what the hell to do. We just hope that the elephant tumble down quick.
Oh, there.
Yes.
Before the break.
You gotta get a girl right in there. You could pop that in there. Let the butterfly fly.
Steve,
like I mentioned earlier.
Do you know of the actor Peter Green?
Peter Green. Wasn't that Al's brother?
No, Pulp Fiction.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's the guy in Pulp Fiction.
He died.
Which one that?
Really?
Accidental shooting, they said, in the armpit.
Which one that?
Who was Peter Green? He was... Because type Google his name because he was one of the big stars.
Yeah, was he the one in the restaurant? What's his name?
Pulp Fiction.
No, that's not Peter Green.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Peter Green. Pulp Fiction with
Yeah.
With John Travolta and
Oh, Peter Green. He's the guy that plays like vampires and stuff like that.
I think all of his movies I've seen, he's a villain.
Yeah, they set up the picture right now.
He's never the good guy.
He's one of the guys that played one of the hillbillies that did that terrible thing.
Oh yeah, no, he ain't always a bad guy, yeah.
Yeah, I thought he don't look good. Anyway, condolences to you, man. So what happened? He shot himself?
They said, yeah, accidentally shot himself.
I must need to go watch Pulp Fiction. A part of the movie he in Pulp Fiction again.
Right. I'm like, I don't remember Pulp
I don't remember he in Pulp Fiction at all, but
yeah.
I remember the guy in the restaurant.
Yeah, that guy in the restaurant played in a Planet of the Apes. I forgot his name. He's a real psycho.
Yeah, when somebody else tell him, all right, this is how it going down. You rob this, I'll give you this money, walk out.
Yeah.
Walk out. All right.
Walk out.
Walk out.
All right, so we're doing the butterflies?
Yeah, butterfly on the flizzle.
Butterfly blue.
If you see a mat, right? And you have one of these symmetrical designs. One was like right at the door here at the crib. Seemed to be you never want to flew the fly. I touch it and it opened the wings and we took a picture.
Did you smell it?
That the joke I'm want to run, but it was beautiful. Like it looked. Who have the picture? Somebody had the picture.
You couldn't find the balls?
Yes, because that's the best way to smell mothballs are when you open up their wings.
Wait, all right, are we ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, I am ready. Here we go. It says, every plant grows differently, and so do children.
So you call my picnic and zucchini?
If you choose.
Every plant grows differently, so do children. That is true.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. We were talking about stuff this morning.
But there's a good way for a plant to grow and a bad way for a plant to grow. Right?
Yeah. I mean, you could
of course
stifle the plants if you know water and give them enough sunlight.
Of course.
And speak to them. They say go speak to the plants, right?
That's why I play music. Right. I told you I play music. I tell them music.
Yeah, so I want to
I tell Donna to play music and she will play you got
what I need.
No, that kind of music. Not that.
Is this what kind of omen this though? This is what I want to know. What kind of omen this? So put the pictures up. This before the wings open and then after the wings open. That's after the wings open. Look at that.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah. That they developed that way intentionally so that animals don't attack them so easy.
That looks.
They look like they're looking at them. They look like they're looking from behind.
Is that a good omen, bad omen? What is that? That's like right at the door, my brother.
That's nature. You ever see some worms where look like snake?
No.
You ever see some insects and like that?
No.
They look like sticks.
No.
The one where look like leaves.
Oh, this is before.
Yes, that before the wings open. Like look at that.
Oh, and when the wings open, that's when you see the mothballs on top of the wings.
The mothballs are on top.
Yes. Drawn out.
Yeah, that was I was there yesterday. I was like, man, I don't know if that's a good omen or a bad omen, but yep.
I know you said, oh man.
Yeah, man. And then that's how it was, right? And then I got and I touch it, and then I touch it, the wings open up. I like, yo, look at that.
Oh man.
So you are admitting that you are molesting the moth right here on TV.
You try to find the ball.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you.
Yeah, that was very beautiful.
Who took the picture?
Marisol and Tamia.
Oh.
Yeah. God, then they fiddle wrong with the mat. Just touch the mat, man. Make the balls come out. Let's get a man's perspective.
Yes, we have the first part of the man's perspective now. And it goes. That's like.
Yes.
Make it.
This man's perspective, ladies and gentlemen, is a perspective. Truth, like gold, is to be obtained not by its growth, but by washing away from it all that is not gold.
What did you say, son?
I do not know, but let me repeat what Leopoldsky said.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, truth, like gold, is to be obtained not by growth, but by washing away from it all that is not gold.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
when you hear, whether they try to tell you for every lie, there's an ounce of truth. So you have to watch ready 15 pounds a lie, ounce a lie to get to that 1 ounce of truth.
Hey, Groove, you see you call some people name and then they call you?
Uh-oh.
The one and only.
Ma?
I'll let it call because I go buy lunch
Uh-huh.
and I hear a way out discussion about the month. As usual.
That's a news story.
It was beautiful,
What?
all right? It was a beautiful thing.
It was really beautiful. And that's because
Marisol, you
I started thinking, I was like, what? And then, obviously, you start looking at it, and then it gets even more beautiful when it's spread wings.
Yep.
Marisol, I can't believe you
I've
didn't
not
look on
seen
that
one
thing.
like that in a bit.
Yep.
But from the
That's
time you
the
heard
real
it, I
question.
thought you
How
should have
you
known.
find Matt Balls?
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know how Steve even knows that. Anyway.
Yes.
And I'd have
That's how you do it.
He'd have released why so.
Yeah.
Now, what you get for lunch, Marisol? Now, what
called
do you eat?
also for another reason.
Oh,
I heard
okay.
you guys discussing the it's Jose. I can't remember the last name. It's
Malia.
Malia.
Or something like that.
Who went on this show. I just wanted to point out, if you guys don't watch other news or go and read other news, it's already been reported that there's a link to the Feinstein group, we believe, because the gentleman was along with attorneys, international attorneys for Michael Feinstein in the battle with Atlantic Bank. So they're bringing pressure on the Britannia administration, on the government, in relation to the takeover of State Bank, which is now in receivership. Hence the reason why they have been claiming for some time that the government worked in concert with the Atlantic Bank group and the outside group. I can't recall the name right about now. The business out of Honduras.
Honduras, huh?
UPSA, that's the name.
UPSA.
All of them are before the court currently. Remember that there's the extension to that land and to the State Bank Island, 15.4 acres or so. Either that or 15.23 extension. And that was put in Feinstein's name and Atlantic Bank sued. So last year, the attorneys, at least one of them, Rumen Chalakov, was in the U.S. They're meeting people. So if you know people, right? So they're calling in their links, in essence. That's how I see this entire thing, right? So they're meeting people and lobbying to bring pressure, I think. That's the ultimate goal on the Britannia administration in relation to the State Bank Island development, Fort Corral. So I just wanted to share that for people who may not know. The attorney, Cholakov, he posted a photograph on his LinkedIn. I can't remember the exact date when they went to the U.S., I think in Washington, and they met with a couple people. And in that same photograph, Malia, I can't remember the name, he was in that photograph as well. So there's a link. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. The black chicken.
Marisol,
All right, thank you very much.
Sending us a link to her lunch. That's right. That's what I eat for lunch.
I don't know if she's gonna say.
What, Igan?
Yeah.
My friend's gonna ask the hard hitting questions at all.
Lisa,
all right, got a second part of the man's perspective, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Lisa?
we do.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Go there again.
Now we have the second part of the man's perspective.
No, I know the hell, Lisa. No. What?
Hello?
All right, got you. No, good.
You turned on the thing.
I turned on the thing, exactly.
So this is the second part of the man's
Oh, well, that right there, everybody. So just use. So, yeah. All right, you grab the weather real quick.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here she is. Put your hands together. Hermione Business.
Yay! That's what we do. That's what we do. Jerry's been on my mind. Good morning, Jer. I hope that you're doing well. I love you very much.
Yo,
So
man to Herman too, but Herman dropped me a little miles this morning, so I appreciate it.
hi, Herman and Belle. Good morning. So here's your weather. It says dry and gusty airflow prevails over the region. In our forecast, mostly sunny today and partly cloudy. Tonight, little or no rain is expected. Winds east southeast at 10 to 20 knots. It's gusts at a sea state is moderate to rough. Waves beyond the reef 5 to 7 feet. Ooh, child. Temperatures for today on the coast 88 degrees Fahrenheit. Inland areas 90 degrees Fahrenheit. And in the hills 7 to 8 degrees Fahrenheit. Gusty winds and occasionally rough seas. That's our small craft caution. Operators of small craft should exercise caution. We are currently experiencing, we just had a high tide at 11:17 this morning. A low comes in at 5:34, followed by another high at, that is on schedule for 11:40 tonight. Sunset this evening at
5:55.
And the moon will set just after 8 p.m. tonight at 6 minutes after. Similar weather conditions we can expect way into Friday night. Derek Rodon is our forecaster, and that's your weather.
Thank you very, very much, Mr. Hermione Business.
That's what I want to know.
Yes, thank you very much. Where is Francisco and Hermione Business for that weather right there? Ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. Nader here. I don't know if Yuri is from, but I believe he might be from Israel. Ladies and gentlemen, Yuri Nader.
Oh,
Yuri.
What?
Yuri is a good name, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Yuri. Yeah.
Yuri is a good name.
I remember my friend, the money. You're in the money. Yes, remember him?
You're in
the money.
You're in the money. You're in the Put up that thing. Let's see what's happening, man. Let's see if how this front the progress. That should be coming down somewhere between Sunday and Monday. Notice that good southeasterly right there. Straight.
Yeah, boy.
Coming out of the east, curving up. Just bringing this wonderful gusty scenario on a February morning. Very good. All last. Now, you see, when you have no obstructions in the jet stream, that's when you have this lovely 10 to 20 knots. Beautiful. All right. Roll it.
Roll it, roll it, roll it.
We're looking to see if the front will front.
Let's check.
Front is not a gift.
Right. We want to see if the front, which is not a gift, they say, will be fronting. All right.
Why are you fronting?
Yeah. All right. It's a Friday, Saturday. Notice that all the weather conditions remain the same. Today, tomorrow, Friday. Okay, there we go. And that will slow down.
That will enter, yeah.
Well, the front is fronting. A little bit.
Okay.
And that will bring an end to the gusty winds. There it is. It will switch to a northeast.
Like a little bit of rain too?
Actually, I mean, it might get gusty winds, but from the north.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a bit of moisture associated with that. Monday. Oh, pull it back. Let me see that wind. Sunday midnight. Into Monday. Pull on back, El Christi, Sunday midday. All right, good. So Sunday look like, you might be visited with some moisture. Not too bad. And then, okay, good, Monday. Yeah, right into Monday morning. There it is. It's still there, folks. Well, yes, man. Saturday are nice. Put it back to Saturday for them people where they look forward to.
God bless Saturday.
A good Saturday. Zoom in there, make us see where they go. And zoom in.
No, that Good Friday. That great Saturday.
Yeah, great. Yeah, look at that. What a beautiful Saturday.
Yeah, boy.
Man. All right.
Saturday would be no.
Very good, very good. You got birthdays?
Steve's got birthdays.
All right, let's do the birthdays quick and
got a set of twins.
Get on out of here. Enough with our commercials.
Okay.
Mr. Lenny Bailey.
Today is the day you've been waiting for.
All right. Today is your birthday.
Today is your birthday.
All right, who we got?
Let's see them boys.
Who is that with the cowboy hat right there?
That's a lady. Oops.
That's Paulette celebrating a birthday today. That's the sister of Was from Sister One celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday to you, Miss Paulette. Hope you have many, many more.
Happy birthday.
She like nearly one group. She one groove person. Yeah, she a groove yard. She a part of groove yard.
Oh yeah.
Not only that, celebrating a birthday today, ladies and gentlemen. That right there is Shane. Happy birthday to you, Sir Shane.
Okay.
Celebrating a birthday to you, along with your other half, who is celebrating a birthday today.
How can you tell the difference?
That is Sean celebrating a birthday today. That the same way how they was in the womb. Same pose. Two of them in the pose like that.
Reminds me of a good old line, Lisa. The moment I saw you, I thought I was looking in a mirror.
Yes. Looking in the mirror.
At least he wasn't doing this.
Yeah.
That's
Very
right.
good, very good, very good.
Yes. How do you mean?
Anybody
Happy
else?
birthday to all of y'all. A belated happy birthday to my cousin Ernell. He had a birthday and we did not get a picture. Belated birthday greetings to you coming from everybody who loves you.
Yeah. Colville says that the big race is going to be Sunday. It is going to be the Alfred Parks race. I want to remind everybody that Marky Hyde is going to be on tonight doing some serious Venetian music. How you mean?
Yeah. Hold on, I got Sir Colville on the line.
Oh,
yes. Groove, Lisa, Frisco. Sunday is the Alfred Parks race, right? So,
the bull.
Yeah.
Catch the bull.
The catch the bull. Yeah. So we just want everybody to come out and check out the race. It starts in Cotton Tree to Cayo and then back to Belize City, Leslie's Import. But the road's going to be busy on Sundays, no? So anybody driving, well, you know, you have to take cautions or maybe wait till the race is finished because big things are happening on Sunday.
Right.
Yeah, so just want to remind everybody that Sunday is going to be a busy day on that highway.
Okay.
Right.
Yes, it will.
Yeah, so I know it's going to be a good day. Frisco, I never hear the weather report if it's going to rain or if it's going to be fair.
Just talk about that just now.
Yes, I missed it, you know.
No rain.
Yeah.
No rain.
He said Chile.
You might see some showers out west.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
okay.
other than that, a beautiful day until the front come on Monday.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks again. 10-4.
Yes, sir.
10-4.
Okay. Roger that. Roger that.
Roger that.
10-4, he says, and we say Roger that. When you hear 10-4, you say Roger that.
Yeah,
Lisa?
we just want to send out our prayers and for the operations manager for the BPBL, Doyle Flowers, former seniors custom officer. You know, he's currently going through some stuff. So yeah.
I saw a post yesterday too about people are sending some young lady. I guess she was having some medical emergency.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. People were, putting up in different groups, wishing, prayers for the young lady and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I never know that. Some young lady, a beautiful young lady too, but I'm not sure that who. Oh, Tanik Kerr. At least yesterday she was in the intensive care unit. So hopefully, I don't know what happened after that, and hopefully things went. Yeah. But yesterday that was,
Yeah. Yo,
All right.
I didn't realize that was psychic. I could tell if somebody's lying just by looking at them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I know if you lie. As a matter of fact, not only can I tell if you're lying, I could tell if you stand up or you sit down too. Yeah, just by looking at you, I psychic.
Wow.
That is a skill, sir. That is a skill.
Wow.
We made to kill some bees in the backyard yesterday, but the guy who catch the bees made to sell them by the dozen. And this lady came about for a dozen bees, but the guy put extra one. The lady said, give me one. The guy said, yeah, that's one freebie.
Yeah. Lisa, please take us out. He's on a roll.
A freebie.
A freebie, yes.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for staying with us. Please take care of yourself. Before we go, and I don't want to forget to Keith Ferguson and the Ferguson family, that they're my family as well. We send condolences to Keith on the passing of his wife, Babe.
Condolences.
Leslie Rodon, top of the day, 51 degrees in Los Angeles.
I'll take it. Thank you. Good child. I'll take the red.
Leslie Rodon. Leslie Rodon. Rodon now.
What? Stay safe.
Hydrated
and where possible in the shade. Thank you so much. It's a beautiful day. Hope to see you soon, like tomorrow to Ram Hoff Mancello, also Miss Edna Pallett, Miss Di. She says the clothes is laundry day. Yes, my right.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, boy.
Yo, Lisa.
Yes, ma'am.
A bunch of young people try to start one band up here at Cricket Tree.
Oh, yeah.
They asked me for give their name for the band. I say, should I name the band 999 megabytes?
Yeah.
They say, why? I said, because you don't get a gig yet, boy.
Okay, don't worry.
Yeah, that's how you close the show. Yeah.
Don't worry. See why we love you so much to all our presidents as well. Yeah, both for South and West. We love you guys. Stay safe. Take care. We love you all. Stay safe.
I did appreciate that being in the gig world. Ayo, don't forget Marky Mark tonight.
Yeah. Marky Mark, large up Billy's Music Showcase later on. Oh boy.
Whether you are a busy person or stuck in traffic or having an adverse or very demanding circumstance, tension builds up, causing you to be stressed out. Stress attacks everyone, anytime, any age. And stress is a killer. Palm City? It's best to be alive than dead. So visit Freetown Drugstore to get options to relieve stress and to relax your mind.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you today? I'm so stressed out. Okay, I'll say I help you right now. When I this daily, for 10 days, I am good after that, okay? Okay.
Freetown Drugstore, 28 Freetown Road, where you are better off alive than dead. Freetown Drugstore, telephone 223-2876.
Need to submit your sickness benefit claim online and have a physical medical certificate? Here's how you can do it. First, go to ssbportal.org.bz and log into your My Social Security account. Next, on your dashboard, click Benefits and choose Forms. Review the requirements, then click Continue to proceed. Click Apply under Sickness Benefit to start your claim. Review and confirm your banking information. If it is not correct, select No and follow the steps to update your banking details. If your banking information is correct, select Yes. Next, if your illness is not related to an injury at work, select No and proceed to upload your medical certificate. Select your claim period and confirm your employer details. Read the declarations and click each to agree. Click Submit and you're done. A confirmation email will be sent to you. Your employer will also receive an email with your claim details and a request for your salary information. If needed, submit your sickness benefit claim online and receive real-time status updates.
When you done hear about how you could shop online with Builders Hardware? It's easy and convenient. Plus, you get special deals and discounts online where you not get in at the store. Just log on to shopbuildersbz.com and pay with your Visa, MasterCard, debit or credit card. You could choose to pick up your order from the Smart Locanet at Builders or Easy could deliver for you. If that was a big thing, the Builders truck could deliver for you. If you need more information about anything, you could start chat right here online with a salesperson. We're ready to help you. No need to burn gas and waste time in a traffic. Go to shopbuildersbz.com.